So let's talk some uniform guidance. All right, so specifically in Uniform Guidance 200 or CFR 200.403, factors affecting allowability of costs. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 8 points listed here, but there's really 6 key things that we want listed, and I've only highlighted 4 in green. 5 in green, apologies. If you take away nothing else, the 5 main points that I kind of want you to remember about allowability are these: necessary and reasonable, allocable, consistent treatment, and documented. The last point I didn't really highlight is not included as cost sharing. Again, that kind of goes back to the common sense. You can't double count costs. You can't include it as cost sharing on one portion and then also include it as a direct cost on another, because you're double dipping into your federal funds, which is just not cool. And also unallowable. So if we're talking about necessarily and reasonable, they have to be essential. The costs need to be essential to carrying out the project and need to be reflect like what a normal person would expect to see on a spending. So if you're looking at like supplies and you're just like, oh, we're gonna have to get diamond tipped pencils, it's like, is that really necessary? Like, let's think about this for a second, kind of thing. Like, like, make sure that whatever cost you're putting on your grant that you're reviewing, if you have any questions, if you were to see those costs like show up and like on like an expense report and like the whole world were to see it, are you comfortable with those costs? Things that make you feel squicky, there might be a reason behind it. It could be that you do, and it's totally reasonable. Go back to what Tim said, and talking with your researchers, finding out those costs and really understanding their science, that'll help you a lot as well. Being consistent, making sure that you're applying consistently across all projects. We don't want to be wishy-washy. That really goes back to our internal controls, which Rashawn is going to talk about a little bit more later. Properly documented. Make sure that past you is kind to future you. Tim pointed that out, but past Liz sometimes is not a cool person, and future Liz is gonna like reap the like reward or like the struggle from that. So do yourself a favor, and make sure you're documenting as much as possible in case you are ever to get audited or questioned for any reason.